What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor, and you're tuned into the Taylor James Lifestyle Show. Before we go any further, though, if you could, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this with your homies. Trying to grow this platform so that we can share more positive shit with more positive people. Today, a couple different things. Today, we're trying out a new camera angle, trying out some new headphones. They're actually old headphones. But that's a story for another time. Haven't had them for a while, but I finally got them back, and I was really excited. Noise canceling, they're Bose. A lot of you guys know I'm in construction, and from time to time I will trade labor for random shit like headphones. All kinds of things get thrown at me sometimes, and a lot of times I'm willing to take trades, especially if somebody doesn't have much. Help people out, you know. Anyways, so got these for free. Didn't have to pay for them, but I paid for them, if you know what I'm saying. They sound really good, though. Just kind of dialing in here on the old Sounderoony. Okie dokie. Well, guys, today we're gonna talk about something. I've been thinking about it all day. It's the evening here. We're doing a little evening pod action. And last night, somebody asked me if I was happy. They asked me if I was happy. Hello, little pup. They asked me if I was happy, and things like it was a lengthy conversation, and they asked me, "Are you happy? When was the last time you felt happiness?" And then they told me that they don't think I know what happiness is, and to them that happiness was the most important thing. And so I've been thinking about it all day, and I kind of wanted to dive into it. I haven't really formed any solidified thoughts yet, but we'll hatch them out kind of as we go tonight. And it kind of reminds me of something. When they asked me, when was the last time you felt happiness? I was like, dude, I'm happy every day. That's the thing, is like, I definitely find happiness in life, and I do my best to create my own happiness and be in charge of the way that I feel. I try to let as minimal amounts of shit affect me externally. But although that happens, and that's just something that I'm working on, right? But thinking about it all day, that was what I said last night. I was like, I feel happiness every day, and I guess that is my answer, but that's also not my answer. My answer would also be, yes, I'm not happy. But then it kind of comes an argument of definitions, right? It becomes an argument of definitions. Because I almost think, is happiness synonymous with content? Because I'm definitely not content. You know what I mean? But I feel happiness. I feel abundant most of the time, and I try my best to, in the toughest of times. But I'm not content. And I think that's the point, and that's the thought of the day for me, is I'm happy, but I'm not content. And I think as soon as you become happy and content is when, things start to solidify into a more permanent state. I've never been really happy and content. I've always wanted more from myself, from my business, from my people, from my physical body. I've always wanted to be able to do physical feats better and more so, in quantity. And I've always wanted to be better at my job, and I've always wanted to be better at the podcast, and I've always wanted to, read more. And those are just some of the things that I am not content with about myself, right? I think overall the direction I'm going, I think that's what makes me happy, is the thought of what I can do in the future, or with the time I have, and what kind of things I've accomplished in the past, and how when focused and not content, with those two things combined, you can far grow greater than anybody around you. And I think that that's kind of the goal. Oh, we got some airplanes flying overhead. We got some UAF, U.S. Air Force action about in the sky tonight. They got these big old C-130s. They fly real fucking low over the house. It's kind of cool, but it's also like, damn, all right, it was cool for the first year, but come on now. So back to the thought of the day. Happiness to me is not synonymous with contentment. They're two different entities, because I can be happy and I can not be content. I can be content and not as happy as I wish I was, even. And there's been times in life where I've felt that, where I've felt content, but not happiness as much as I could. And I think that to me, it's almost like the universe or the world or my life telling me that I'm not finished yet. Like I have more work to do. Like I have more things to create and to build. I can't slow down now. I can't be content now. And so back to the original thought, right? Happiness. Yeah, I'm fucking happy. I'm so happy that my life has turned out the way it has, I'm so happy that I am who I am. I'm so happy that I'm growing every day. I'm so happy that I'm on the direction that I'm going. And I'm so happy that I'm doing some things that I've always wanted to do. I'm so happy that I have this opportunity in life. And those are some of the things I'm happy about, right? I'm happy about meeting people. I'm happy when I get to go to people's house and I see their dogs, and their dogs are awesome. I'm happy when, I catch a yellow light and make it through. I'm happy when, whoa, what just happened? Sorry, I had a little sound malfunction there. I guess my point is, I'll stop rambling, but my point is I am happy. I'm happy with not being content. I'm happy that I'm able to see that in myself. I'm happy that I'm able to harness negative energy and construct positive shit out of it. And I think that's, for me, that's what life's all about. It's about being happy but not content. It's about being positive but ambitious. It's about being a warrior in a garden, dude. And I would rather be that than a gardener in a war. And that's really all I got to say about that. I think it's really important for us to really evaluate, where happiness even comes from. I think happiness, true happiness, and true self-happiness comes from a place that most people aren't familiar with. And I think that place is pain and suffering. And I think that place is hard work and shitty fucking times. I think that is doing the shit you don't want to do, knowing that you have to, and doing it because it's what's got to get done. You know what I mean? Those are the things that, at least in my experience, I've found that make me happy. Doing hard shit and overcoming it. You know what I mean? Facing adversity in life and battling that bitch every day on the fucking battlefield. You know what I mean? That shit makes me happy. And it proves to me every day that I cannot become content. It proves to me every day that I have more work and more things to do, and I'm just getting started. And I think that could be the same for you. I haven't always had these feelings and had these thoughts, but I will say, with lots of reflection, lots of reading, lots of listening, lots of watching people, content, books, all kinds of things. Myself, I've learned to be able to figure out what makes me happy. And again, overcoming hard things, the things that must be done that nobody else wants to do. And it ain't easy, but it's honest work. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. It's fun. That's the thing, though, is like, for me, it makes me happy. Struggling makes me happy. You know, it reminds me. I have a pretty strong relationship with struggle, you know, and I appreciate that, and I'm happy for that, because it reminds me every day of how contentment is not the answer. Comfort is not the answer, at least not at this stage in life. You know, if you're young and you're hungry and you're ambitious, you know, like myself, you can't conform to those norms of like being content with bullshit and mediocrity, man. And sometimes I get so frustrated with how not content I am, and it drives me crazy. It's the old devil and shoulder on each, or geez, the angel and the devil on the shoulders. You know, at one point it's driving me, it's pushing me, and it's inspiring and motivating, and on the other side of that, it's depressing, and it's hard, and it's a struggle, and it's like, man, will it ever get easier? And it always does. Or you just get better at handling that shit. And I believe in that, man. I believe in that. I've seen that firsthand. I believe that just like weightlifting and just like the gym, man, we exercise the muscle of facing adversity or dealing with stress and problems that we might face, you know. When I first got into business, you know, I had a misconception, I think, that a lot of people have of, you know, it'll be great and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's hard. It's hard work. It's not easy. And a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people don't appreciate it and don't see what it is that you see. And again, it kind of comes down to that conversation of like, do you want to be happy and content, or do you want to suffer and, as a byproduct of all your hard work and suffering, create cool badass shit, you know? And I want the latter. I want to suffer and to create and to learn and to fail and to win and to succeed and overcome. Like, those are the things in life that I want the most. And so, you know, I'm happy with not being content. And you should be too. But anyways, guys, let's see where we at. Man, that was a quick little ramble here. Yeah, man, been a good day. Just got back from the gym, actually. Did a training session with a client of mine, a young athlete, a young hockey player. Worked on some hip mobility, you know. It's real important for him. He's a goalie, so that's badass. He's super talented kid. Really, really excited to see how his training takes his skill to the next level on the ice. Yeah, it's really cool to work with clients in fitness that want it, you know what I mean? That want to be there, that want to learn, that want to change, that want to grow, want to become better. It's amazing to work with people like that, and it's good. And, you know, and I see that same thing in him. He's happy, but he is not content, you know what I mean? And that's what's driving him to take his skill to the next level. You know, he has dreams and ambitions of being a pro hockey player, and I want to help every step of the way get him to be skilled enough to have that dream come true. You know, I think that's some of the coolest shit. And yeah, it's just cool to see him grow and see him build his mindset and his physical body, and to strengthen some of his weaknesses and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's awesome. But yeah, guys, just kind of thinking today. Wanted to put that out there and just bullshit a little bit, and yeah, test the old headphones out. Let me know what you guys think of the camera angle. I know my hand is like right there, so I do a lot of hand talking. Maybe that's kind of annoying. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I got a little bit more computer work to do, and work on a meal plan. And yeah, man, that's my night. But Yeah, don't get content, guys. Yeah, marinate on that one a little bit. I know I will. Thank you guys so much. Victory to everybody. Love you. I'll talk to you later.